why would I play with it? I'm giving life game, putting my team on. Grand slam, I'm bringing my team home. Some of the team gone, some of them in jail. Some of them at God, some of them with the hell. I'm not the one to tell anything about this. I put in, look what I got out this. M&M's, if you, then I'm out this bitch. I get paid for every letter that come out my lips. I like them hips, I like that ass, I like this life. Just trying to get this life shit right, I'm on the road, getting cheese. Couple figures still weeding Mickey D's. I do what I please, I walk when I want. James Brown, Simon rock the phone up 48 hours. No sleep, cross on my feet, at it all week. Reduce lunch, I gotta eat. On D&D, leave a message at the beat up 48 hours. No sleep, cross on my feet, at it all week. Reduce lunch, I gotta eat. On D&D, leave a message at the beat up 48 hours. Ooh. Up 48 hours. 48 hours. Let's whisper. Up 48 hours.
Where's the word?
We rolling? We are rolling. All right. Man, shout out to Mr. Whoa World Premiere. Yeah, and you already know me, it's your boy JB. It's a special, not episode of the pod, but we got a special one-on-one celebrity interview. The man himself from the V, from the town, from the Bay. LaRussell is with me. How you feeling? How you doing?
That nigga said a celebrity interview.
You don't feel like a celebrity? Nah, you gotta put some respect on yourself, bro. But we'll get into it. Yeah. Shit, how you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm well.
Oh, you well? You well? Yeah. Let's just start off with some easy questions right here. What made you really want to get into this rap thing, man?
Life, just hearing that shit, always in the back of my pop's truck, my mom's car, and that shit slapping. Loving how the subs feel. Life.
What do you think, like, what or who do you think, like, inspired your sound or the way that you choose to rap?
Everybody. I've had a phase where every different artist was my favorite at the time.
Give me some of your top hitters.
Pop,
Pac,
DMX, Hov, Kanye, of course.
That's a solid list right there. I can't lie. That's a solid list right there. Last year you dropped 8 albums. This year,
something like that.
This year you dropped 3 so far.
Yeah.
What is your
I think I'm on 4.
You on? Nah. I checked your discography.
No, it's 3 for this year.
It's 3 for this year. You might be working on 4. That might be working on it, but you got 3. You got the one you just released. Rent Due.
Live from the 206.
Yep, and then you got
Play.
And then,
I'm on like 3 or 4.
But you on 3 or 4. Yeah. What is your strategy on dropping, like, what is the method behind the madness to quality and ensuring that and ensuring, like, you put your best foot forward when dropping out so much music?
There is no method for me. I just make shit I love and then drop it. If I don't love it, I don't drop it. If I love it, I put that shit out to the world. It's not even like a super methodical thing.
Do you worry about, like, fans getting, like, oversaturated with it? Or, like...
No.
Nah.
McDonald's been serving hamburgers for how long? Niggas' grannies was eating that shit. And nigga, our kids eating that shit, so no.
Okay. And then not only just your music, but you also have a huge, like, social media marketing push. Yeah. What is your strategy in terms, or if you have a strategy towards pushing that social media marketing? Because you post, like, probably 5 times a day, and then you got your YouTube drops and all this other type of shit.
It's kind of the same, bro. Yeah. It's like every time I do something that I feel like is like, we love that shit, we fuck with that, we just share it. And and I try to do it as consistent as possible. Like, we be doing a lot of shit, so we pull a lot of clips and moments out, and my golden rule is, like, the moments that make us feel something is the shit we should share, because there's niggas online sharing shit that ain't beneficial at all. So it's like, if we can match that output, like, man, it'd be crazy, because, you know, like, all the young niggas who be rapping about wild shit, they be dropping hella videos and music.
Yeah.
Like you can't, it's hella.
Yeah.
Hella. And that's why they blow up. And then the niggas who really making that shit be like, oh no, cause I don't want to saturate. You know, but it's like, nigga, we need the same output from the niggas who got it.
Yeah. Nah, I fuck with that. In an interview with I think it was Preston Pollard that you did, I heard that you said that most people don't get where they want to get to because they don't dig a hole.
Yeah.
What would you say is your hole that you dug early on?
Early on?
Yeah, like what was the hole for you? Like
the first hole I dug was being creative, leaning into that, picking up cameras, picking up keyboards, making beats, picking up mixers, learning how to mix, learning how to route audio, learning how to perform, just diving into creativity. You know, I never stopped being a creative. I've been on every phase, like every nigga in here who helped, I've been in every position of it.
Yeah.
I could tell you deep detail about what a camera do and how to move it, and I could do the same on the audio end. So just my first hole was just like diving in. You feel me? Some niggas just never dive in. They just get on the edge of the diving board and look down and be like, you feel me? And some niggas never even reach the diving board.
That's facts. Now going back to that celebrity comment, you have been linking up with a couple of legends, in my opinion. You got Timberland. I seen your studio session with Timberland. By the way, that 48 hours, that shit was hard. You got Warren G in the studio. You finna be a part of Dre Day this year. I saw that. And you also going on T-Pain tour next week or next month? Next week. So how's that process like for you? Like, what does that make you like? Does that make you reflect back on your, like, how far you came?
Definitely. It makes me reflect on how far I came, but it mostly makes me think about how far I have to go, how far I get to go. Man, it's a special time and moment right now. Lifing in every direction possible.
Yeah. That's facts. What was the process like getting in the studio with like legends like Timberland and Warren G? Like, what was that call? Or what was that setup for like?
Really like unplanned. You can't
It's just one of the things that happen.
It's just one of the things on the journey. Like, what's crazy is we were talking when we was out there, and we was like, you know, there's some people who like getting in with Timberland is like their peak, and they get there and they're just like, I did that. They'll talk about it for the next 10 years, but it's like for us, it was really just like a stare. Yeah. It's like you feel we got so much more to go. Yeah. So man, you can't even really plan those things. Like, they just happen as you on your journey. You're gonna drive past a couple gas stations to get more fuel, and you hit that road.
And I ain't gonna lie, I can relate to that, because right now we fueling up. You are first stop at the gas station.
We fueling up. Oh God.
Now I ain't
what's crazy with that terminology is like so what I do with my posts, I'll take like an interview, right? Like an interview like this, and say we have 6 or 7 gems that we watch and we like, nigga, that need to be shared. It's like, that's 7 posts. I go into my scheduler and I put one Sunday, and then I go week down, and now I got 7 weeks of content from that one thing. That's like, all of that is fuel, because if any one of those go viral, it's gonna bring niggas right back to my shit. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. Do you guys have like a separate person that does the editing and stuff like that? Like, what's the editing stuff take like?
We all kind of do it. I edit a lot of my own shit. Tieta, Splash, Cujo. It depends on what needs to be done, but we all in that.
One band, one sound. We all in there. Everybody. I feel it. Your daughter, moving into your daughter, because me and you share a similarity. We both had a daughter at high school.
Come on.
And I just want to know, being a young person chasing their dreams, I wanted to know what was that like for you when you started out with chill rap aspirations. What was that like having a daughter right out of high school?
Initially it felt crushing because I just didn't have enough life information to like know that it wasn't. It felt like a blow. Like it felt like I was like, it just felt like something in the road. A big something, not something that you could just cruise over and keep going, but something that's like, nah, you have to tend to this road if you want to continue your journey. And it just, man, it taught me so much, and I still like, I'm a pretty great present father. I'm actually around and pouring in, and I still some days feel like hyper conflicted when I gotta be in LA for a week or even going on this tour. Like, I still feel hyper conflicted about going after what I'm after because of the sacrifice that has to be made there. But it's also like whatever is best for you is best for everyone ultimately, because to be a parent and be miserable because you also didn't go after what you wanted and you just kind of like altered your life, you wouldn't have a great relationship either, because that misery run on you, and kids could sense and feel that. You feel me? So yeah, it's taught me a lot.
How is that? Has that like altered the way that your music grind has went, or have you found a good balance? Like, what's the balance that you learned to have in that?
It alters it in a way, but not necessarily. Because I have like great support. Like as much as I can, I try to get up early or not be out too late so I could take Mel to school, and when I could pick up and do camp and play and shit. But it's also like sometimes that doesn't align with the life that I have, but I have incredible support around me, so it works. It works for me.
That's what's up. Your backyard residency, or what they call it, the perga.
The pergla.
Pergla. When you started this in 2022, I think 2022, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever see it going this far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you knew you was gonna be doing it years later.
Not initially. Initially, I was just trying to get the first show done. It was just like, I need this, but as you stand in something you built, you realize its true impact and value after a while. It's like, oh shit, this ain't never going away until I knock it down. The backyard shows are sold out perpetually. Like, it's everybody. The wait list is long as fuck. So yeah, man, that shit'll be there. That shit gonna be like the Great Wall of China one day. You feel me?
What made you say, like, you know what, fuck it, like, I'm gonna build my own infrastructure, I'm gonna put this thing in my backyard? Like, what made you just make that jump and make that leap? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been thinking about setting up a little backyard space in my own thing.
I hate the feeling of not being able to execute my ideas in the way that I wish.
Okay.
And when you don't have infrastructure, you have to rely on someone else to execute your ideas. You have to ask someone else if it's okay to execute your ideas. You have to ask someone else to try your ideas. I don't like that shit.
So you said, fuck it, we're gonna build it right here.
We're gonna build it right here.
What was like what goes into that whole setup thing? Because I know, like, there's like city regulations, like noise complaints. It's at your house, like your folks is there. Like, is it safety concerns? Like, what goes like rehearsal? Because I know you got a lot of people that come up there and perform and do their own thing. Is that all like together rehearsed, or is that like?
No.
Nah, it just come about.
Sometimes we'll do rehearsals and shit when we get the opportunity, when life ain't moving around too much. But really it's all like a big dance, a big freestyle. Like, even my band, we don't have a set list. Like, any content you see online of us performing, none of us knew we were going to perform that. It just we just play and whatever comes.
Nah, that's a pretty impressive vibe.
So it's always just fun. It's always just a dance. I'll pass the mic around to people in the crowd, and each show is getting better. Like we start getting medics and water stations and shit because people start fainting. It's like we really had to learn how to operate and run and fund a concert venue.
Yeah, y'all had a violinist out there at the last one. I fucked with him.
Come on, that's my dog.
Yeah, he was
been
going
having
tough.
I'm like the only hip hop nigga with a violin.
Nah, he was
year,
tough.
you know.
I heard you say that y'all upgrading, like getting water stations and stuff. I know how I asked before, but it kind of got lost. Did the city regulations go into that, or like safety or anything like that?
No,
like, do you have security at the house?
The city ain't even came and hollered at us.
Oh damn,
Yeah.
that's a blessing to throw on that type
and
of.
everybody know what we do,
Yeah.
and where we do it and how it go, and it's just been a lot of love.
That's what's up. Is safety a concern at the house since it's like your own spot, like mom's pops cooking in the kitchen, everybody outside, or it's just like off the love?
I'm from there.
Yeah.
Is safety a concern at your mama house?
I mean, shit.
As much as it always is.
Nah, yeah.
You feel me? As much as it always is.
When you was like thinking about this, did like anybody, like your team around you, did everybody see the vision? Did everybody know how far y'all can actually take this, or was it like tunnel vision? Like I got a vision and I'm gonna show y'all.
Both.
Okay.
Everybody's seen the vision because I put it on the big screen and set everybody in the theater. You feel me? It's like it's hard not to see it when you watching a nigga go.
Yeah.
It's the same way you found me.
Yeah.
A lot of my team found me through that same means. The nigga was just going, and it's like, hey, you feel me? Like T found me through social splat. Through a lot of it came through the same means. So I've never really had to or had the desire to like convince somebody of my vision, through any means other than action. It's like I just know some shit I can't tell you. I just have to show you.
I fuck with that. Did everything you envisioned for it come into fruition, or is there still some things that you feel like you want to implement or add on or work on?
There's always shit I want to add. I always want to make it better and get bigger and do more. But everything is far more than I imagined at one point in my journey. But it's also like far less than I currently imagine.
Yeah. Nah, that's a blessing to put on that type of performance in the back like that. Yeah. Just have people off the love come.
It's some special shit.
It
ain't never happened.
Never.
That's why we take it in such high regard, and the people who show up treat it with such high regard and respect, because we know it's like this is some shit we ain't never got, and if we fuck this up, we may never get it again.
Facts. And I know that you do your entry with like Proud to Pay. And I know I'm a big Nipsey Hussle fan.
Yeah.
And I know Nip started that with his mixtapes.
Yeah.
But I see you like taking it to just different places with like the booking or like tickets to the pergla. You feel me? Like you taking it in different places. What type of like what made you say like let me take that concept and just apply it to everything? Like let me just take it to a different level.
It just made the most sense to me. I gauge everything based off how I am as a human, and I know when I do certain shit, like say a nigga do something for me, right? Whatever, like I usually always like shoot niggas like some bread or something when I just feel moved and inspired. And say I wanted to get something from you, right? That there's no price for necessarily, and you like it's 500. If I don't deem it as 500, I'm not gonna do it. But if you would have just let me, if you would have been like, man, what you feeling? I might have gave you 8, 9 because I had the choice. But once you tell me a value, I have to ask myself, is that value worth that to me? You feel me? It's so much that go into the process. But when I let you choose, you got to ask a bunch of different questions. You got to ask, what does this mean to me? Not to the nigga buying it or the other nigga, but what does it mean to me? You feel me?
How, like, did you have any, like, did you get to interact with Nick before he passed?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Nah, that shit would have been dope, though.
That would have been lovely.
For sure, for sure. Your Croc deal, bro.
Yeah.
I see you a man of Crocs.
Come on.
See, how did that come about, bro? Like, what was that like? Because I saw an interview, you just said you put on Crocs one day and you just started rocking them since. You ain't went back since. So how did that come about, bro? Like, did they reach out to you?
Yeah, they finally tapped in. It was as organic as it can be. You know, it's funny. The past few years, we've been having different people come in and out who like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to connect y'all. Oh yeah, I know this person. I'm gonna connect. You know, all these people, and none of it came through there. You know, but all of that was probably like helpful in them making a decision. But yeah, they finally tapped in, and you know, it's like we like to partner and do something with the campaigns that they're running, and it was special because I feel like that was one of them that we really like earned through authentic and genuine means. Like I didn't scream and shout to them or nothing. I just supported the product because I loved the product, and I made sure they got their light through it as well, and it came together.
Hell yeah. What is that like? What is that process like? Like, are you instrumental in the designs, or do they really just give you designs and be like, oh, that one's cool.
So there's levels,
okay,
right? There's like a collaboration level, and then there's like we want to figure out what this relationship is like level, right? So we're not at the collaboration phase, but they're about to. I don't even know if I could share what they're about to do. But they're doing something with specific product that they want me to be, you know, a big partner in just sharing and having early and access and just fucking around. So this level is more influence, and then after you get from the influence level, you get to go into like collaboration and shit. It's like you got to provide value first. For sure. Like any relationship, you know, it's like it start here, and then it's like, okay, now come do this show. Then it's okay, now own this with me, and now you feel me. So different levels.
I feel with it for sure. Man, we blazed through these questions. I can't lie to you. For sure. But that wraps up my questions. That wraps up my time with Lil Russell.
Yeah. Heard. Come on. We pulled up to Oakland, California. My nigga went through the link and got it done.
For sure. Anything you want to broadcast? Anything you want to promote?
No, I'm just lifing.
Man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate everybody in the back. Give y'all flowers on camera. Appreciate y'all, everybody. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.
Legendary.
9 on the dresser, that's how I deal with the pressure. We keep a ruler for desperate measures. This is high octane. GC hoodie left the Crocs plain. So much flavor, I need a clock chain. 5K and XRP, shout out the blockchain. Give me 2 years, I could buy the whole blockchain.